Hello dear students, how are you? I am Vivek Sharma, your mathematics teacher. I teach class 10th in your school. In this video lecture, we will start our new chapter number 7, coordinate geometry. As you have studied about this chapter in your previous class 9th. Now, before starting this chapter, please like, share and subscribe my YouTube channel. So let us come on chapter number 7, coordinate geometry. Before starting this chapter, we need to revise or recapitulate some topics of coordinate geometry which you have studied in 9th class. First is the rectangular coordinate axis. Here two lines xo x dash x and yo y dash, which are mutually perpendicular each other at point O. They form the coordinate axis, which is called as rectangular coordinate axis or Cartesian axis. So here this line xo x dash is called the x-axis or axis of x. Similarly, the vertical line yo y dash, which is called the y-axis or axis of y, and this point O, where two lines are mutually perpendicular to each other, is called the origin. So here the two perpendicular lines through O is called the Cartesian or rectangular coordinate axis. Now let us come on the Cartesian coordinate of a point. Here, if we want to locate any point in this Cartesian plane, so here we locate the point in this form. Here the position of a point P in the plane with respect to coordinate axis is represented by point P, x and y. The ordered pair x, y is called the coordinates of P. Here in the point P where x and y, here x is called the x coordinate or abscissa or y coordinate. Here y point is called the y coordinate or ordinate. As you have studied also in your 9th class, so I think you know it well. Now let us come on quadrants. Here as two lines xo x dash and yo y dash divides the whole coordinate plane or coordinate axis in 4 parts. Each part is called as a quadrant. This is the first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. In first quadrant, here both x and y are positive. In second quadrant, here both x is negative and y is positive. In third quadrant, here both x and y points are negative, and in fourth quadrant x is positive and y is negative. Two axes x dash and y dash divides the plane into 4 regions called quadrants. Here we need to remember some points. The coordinates of our origin always we take 0, 0. The coordinate of any point on x-axis is taken as x0 and coordinates of any point on y-axis is taken as 0y, which is the required recapitulation of the topics of some coordinate geometry which you have studied in your. Now let us come on the topic of distance between 2 points of this chapter. Here it is also called as the distance formula. This formula is used to find the distance between 2 points on a Cartesian plane. Now let us try to find what is this formula. First of all, here we have a coordinate plane. We take 2 points P and Q. The coordinates of P is x1, y1 and the coordinates of Q is x2, y2. We draw QM perpendicular to OX. Similarly, we draw PL perpendicular to OX. Now here, the length of OL is x1, the length of OM is x2, the length of QM is y2 and the length of PL is y1. We have written all the informations. As here the perpendicular distance between the lines is equal, so here Lm is equal to Pn. So let us try to find the value of Lm. We get Lm equal to x2 minus x1 and we consider it as equation number 2nd. So here we get the value of Pn, which is x2 minus x1. Similarly, we can get the value of Qn by doing this. Here we get the value of y2 minus y1 and we consider it as equation number 4. Now let us look at the triangle P and Q. So here angle P and Q is 90 degrees. On applying the Pythagoras theorem in this triangle, we get PQ square equal to PN square plus QN square on putting all the values. Here we get finally PQ is equal to square root or under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, which is a formula to find the distance between 2 points, and it is also called as the distance formula, which is the required proof of this. Now let us come on the some real life examples of coordinate geometry. The coordinate geometry is used in the digital world. As we have mobiles, we have computers, we have laptops, so we have seen that we have PDF files or we have a text message or images or we have different shapes. All are placed according to the use of coordinate system. It is also used in the describing the position of any object, means that if we use the coordinate system, so we can find the position of any object from its original place to its present position. It is also used in the location of air transport, means in the whole world the air traffic control is managed and regulated by using coordinate geometry. It is also used in the GPS, as we know that the GPS, which is the global positioning system, is used in cars, in vehicles, and it is also in mobile. So if we know the longitude and latitude of a place as coordinates, so by using the distance formula we can find the distance between two places in GPS, which is the global positioning system. And here where there are lots of uses of coordinate geometry in our exercise 7.1, which is based on the concept of distance formula. So let us come on question number first. Find the distance between the points. Given points is 2, 3 and 4, 1. Now let us come on the solution. First of all, we consider that the P whose coordinate 2, 3 and Q whose coordinate is 4, 1 be the given points. Here the values of x1 is 2, y1 is 3, x2 is 4, y2 is equal to 1. So on applying the distance formula, which is the distance between the PQ is given by the square root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. On putting all the values here, we get the distance between the PQ is 2 root 2 units, which is the required answer. Now let us come on the third part of this question. Here given point is this. Now let B point P is whose coordinate is AB and point Q whose coordinate is minus A and minus B be the given points. The values are given this. The value of x2 is A, y1 is B, x2 is equal to minus A and y2 is minus B. By distance formula we know that PQ is equal to under root x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. On putting all the values here, we get after solving the distance between PQ is 2 into under root a square plus b square, which is the required. Question number 3 of exercise 7.1. Determine if the points given points is 1, 5, next point is 2, 3 and other point is minus 2, minus 11 are collinear. So first of all, we need to understand the meaning of collinear points. Points which lies on same line are called as collinear points. So here first of all we consider the point B, A whose coordinate is 1, 5, B whose coordinate 2 or 3 and C whose coordinate minus 2 and minus 11. So here if these points lies on same line, then these are collinear points. So for here, by using distance formula we have to check. So here if the sum of distance of AB and BC is equal to the distance of AC, then we can say that points are collinear. Means the sum of smaller distances is equal to the whole distance, then we can say that points are collinear. So here, first of all we try to find the distance of AB, BC and CA. So on applying distance formula, here the distance between the A and B, which is AB, is on putting the values we get root 5. Similarly on applying distance formula, the distance between B and C, which is BC, is equal to we get after solving 2 root 53. Similarly the distance between C and A, which is CA, is under root 265. So here we can see that CA, the distance between the C and A is not equal to the sum of distances of AB and BC. Hence these points are not collinear. Name the type of quadrilateral formed, if any, by the following points and give reasons for your answer. Here in the question we have given 4 points. So we have to find that by these 4 points what type of quadrilateral is formed. So let us come in the solution. First of all we give the name these points. Let A whose coordinate is minus 1, minus 2, let B whose coordinate is 1, 0, let C whose coordinate is minus 1, 2 and D whose coordinate is minus 3 or 0 be the vertices of any quadrilateral. Now here we have formed a quadrilateral with A, B, C points with their coordinates. So we try to find out what type of quadrilateral is formed by these points. So here we will apply the distance formula to find the sides A, B, B, C, C, D and D, A. So here let us come on applying the distance formula. First we find the distance between A and B. So on applying distance formula we get AB equal to 2 root 2 on putting all the values. Similarly on applying the distance formula, here the distance between B and C, which is BC is equal to 2 root 2. Similarly on applying the distance formula between C and D, so here CD on solving after we get 2 root 2. Similarly on applying the distance formula between the points B and A, so here we get DA is equal to 2 root 2 on solving. Similarly we will find the distance between the points A and C, which is the diagonals of the given quadrilateral ABCD. So here on applying the distance formula, so here we get AC is equal to 4, and here the distance between B and D, on joining we get the diagonal BD. So the distance formula, by distance formula we get the distance between B and D, which is BD is equal to 4. So from our all we can see that as AB, BC, CD and DA all are equal to 2 root 2, and here the diagonal AC and BD, they are also equal to 4. So we know that in a quadrilateral, when all sides are equal and diagonals are equal, then such quadrilateral is a square. Now let us come on question number 8. Find the values of y4, which is the distance between the points P whose coordinate is 2, minus 3 and Q whose coordinate is 10, y is 10 units. In the question we have to find the values of y, and the distance between the P and Q is given, which is 10 units. So as the distance is given, we write in this form PQ is equal to 10 units, and we consider it as a first equation. In the diagram we have shown. So first of all, try to find the distance between P and Q. On applying the distance formula, here we get the distance between P and Q is given by under root 8 square plus y plus 3 whole square, and we consider it as a equation number second. On comparing first and second, we get this equation. Here to remove the square root, we do squaring both sides. So on squaring both sides, here we get 8 square plus y plus 3 square whole square equal to 100. On solving, here we get the quadratic equation y square plus 6y minus 27 equal to 0 after solving. And on applying the factorization method, middle term splitting method, we get the values of y equal to 3 or y equal to minus 9. So here values of y are 3 or minus 9, which is the required. So let us come on question number 9. If Q whose coordinate is 0, 1 is equidistant from point P whose coordinate is 5, minus 3 and R whose coordinate is x, 6, we have to find the value of x and we have to find the distances of QR and PR. Now let us come in the solution. As Q, which is equidistant from point P and R, in the diagram here the distance of Q from P and from R is equal. It means we write QP equal to QR, as Q is equidistant from P and R. So we write this. So on applying the distance formula in LHS and RHS and putting the values, after solving we get the equation under root 41 equal to under root x square plus 25 in LHS and RHS. So to remove these square roots, here we do squaring both sides. After doing this, we get 41 equal to x square plus 25 after solving, and finally we get the two values of x, which is x equal to plus 4 and minus 4, or x equal to plus minus 4. Now let us come to find the distances of QR and PR. So to find the distance between Q and R, which is QR. So here on applying the distance formula, the distance between Q and R is given by under root x square plus 25 after solving. So as we have got two values of x, which is plus 4 and minus 4, so when we take the value of x is equal to 4, so we get the distance between Q and R is equal to under root 41 after solving. Similarly, when we take the value of x is equal to minus 4, so we get the value of the distances between Q and R is equal to under root 41. Now let us come to find the distance between P and R. So distance between P and R is given by under root x minus 5 whole square plus 9 square after applying the distance formula. So again, when we take the value of x is equal to 4, so here the distance between P and R is coming equal to under root 82, or when we take the value of x equal to minus 4, so we get a distance between P and R is coming 9 root 2 after solving, which is the required. Come on, question number 10 of exercise 7.1. Find the relationship between x and y such that the point x comma y is equidistant from the points 3, 6 and minus 3 or 4. First of all, we have to find the distance between x and y. So here we consider in the solution that point P, whose coordinate xy is equidistant from the points whose A, whose coordinate is 3, 6 and B, whose coordinate minus 3 or 4. As in the diagram here, as P is equidistant from A and B, it means that the distance of a point P from A and from B is equal. So we write as PA equal to PB, which means the distance of a point P from A and from B is equal. So we write as PA equal to PB. On applying the distance formula, here we get these equations. As there is a square root in LHS and RHS, so to remove these square roots, we do squaring on both sides. So on doing squaring both sides, here we get the equations after squaring. X minus 3 whole square plus y minus 6 whole square equal to x plus 3 whole square plus y minus 4 whole square. And finally, we get these equations: x square minus 6x plus 9 plus y square minus 12y plus 36 equal to x square plus 6x plus 9 plus y square minus 8y plus 16. Here this x square cancel out, this 9 and this 9 cancel out, and this y square and this y square cancel out. Here we get these equation minus 6x minus 12y plus 36 equal to 6x minus 8y plus 16. And after solving, here we get the equation 3x plus y minus y equal to 0, and finally we write as 3x plus y equal to 5, which is the required relation. You have understood the concept of distance formula in this video lecture, and on the basis of this concept we have done exercise 7.1. Please do the remaining questions of exercise 7.1 at your home, and please do practice question which is given here at your home. If you feel any problem, so please follow the Webex classes, or you can write in the comment box of my YouTube channel. Please take care of yourself and of your family.